Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be unboxing about $260 worth of rare coins that I purchased from online. So these are going to be added to my collection. I'm super excited. Some of them are mint errors, some of them are some variety coins, but they're going to be a mix of really cool and exciting items that I want to explain to you and go through and sort of see how good they look in person, see if they'll fit into my collection well, and let's get into it. I think I'm going to probably start by unboxing this package. So let's get right into this package. Going to cut it open and we'll see what we have. And here's the next part of the package. So it looks like there's some coins waiting for us very soon, but I ordered 5 of the same coin. And then I also ordered 1 quarter that has, I believe, a double die, but all of these are cherry picker listed varieties, unlike some of the varieties we'll be looking at later. Right here we have large S 1941 FS501, so it's a mint mark style. Sometimes they'd switched midway through the year, and then one mint mark style would be better than the other ones. So in this case, and I'll have it for you right here on the scope, it's going to be significantly larger than normal, and what I'll do is I'll also edit a picture of what the normal S would look like, but I believe there were 5 of these in total, so these are some nice varieties to add to my little collection. They're not in great shape. They've each circulated, but it shows that there can be good coins found out in circulation. So these coins clearly have circulated. Maybe they're like XF or so in most cases, and that's a pretty good result. And then this coin is a quarter 1950D. It's the Wexler double die reverse 001 FS020. I want to say it's a double die, and we'll be able to see it on the talons and in the branches of the leaf. And it took a little bit of adjusting the light before I was able to sort of clearly discern on screen where the talons have been doubled. There's a few other diagnostics, but the talons are going to be the best place to detect this. This is a slightly more circulated coin, so it's not always going to be the case that all of the varieties are in great condition. This one I paid, I think, $20 or so for, which is probably about what the market would say, maybe slightly over, but it's tough to locate these examples. But the talon doubling is really nice all along, and great example of a slightly different manifestation that I'm excited to add to the collection. Again, has some decent, maybe a little bit of luster left. I'd probably call this one an XF40. Maybe it's a 45. There's some decent detail, certainly seen some wear, but the luster does remain. So nice way to start. Let's see if we can see it just from a regular zooming in on the coin. I think it's a little bit tougher to discern with the naked eye, but still fun to have started. So after that, I think we'll go to the package with some mint errors in it. So that's going to be the white envelope. I'll take it open and then show you the coins as we unbox them. This one, though, is from Travis, who has been seen on some of our mint error, going through those videos and explaining a little bit of the error history. So let's see what he sent us. And I ripped it a little bit coming out, but it looks exactly like what I'd ordered. I had asked for 4 different off-center Lincoln cents, and these look really nice. So I think that we actually got a pretty good deal because I paid about $5 each for them, and they're in really nice condition. I really like how you can see the zinc underneath, that these were plated zinc coins. I believe that this would be one of the, yeah, definitely. I put them in new flips anyways, but I believe that this would be a 1982 or newer one. Just super, super fascinating how off-center that is, and it could be fun for assembling what's known as a clock set. And check this out. It looks like we even got a few that have the dates on it. So this one's 15% off-center, but you can see that it clearly has the date, which makes it a little bit more valuable. So I think that this is a great result here. Sort of interesting. Always wanted to check for the close AM or wide AM 1999. You're looking for a wide AM, though he would likely have discerned and checked for that already. But I really like, again, how the underlying planchet is visible despite, just because it was struck off center, and the metal forms in a different way. 1998, really nice 30% off center coin. Again, super fun. I think it's probably worth a little bit more than $5 each, so I'm happy and thankful to him that he was willing to send these ones along. And then our last one looks like I didn't see a label with a date on it, so it probably will not have a date, but it's, again, significantly off center. And I wonder, so this one, it's like the off center. Let's see how much of a clock we could form. So it would have this down here, this sort of at like 1 o'clock. Then we've got this, let's see. I think you could have this be 7 and that be 8 pretty conceivably. And then this would be 9. So we're sort of on our way to assembling a little clock set. But anyways, 4 really cool mint airs right here. Let's go to our last package, which is a bunch of coins from Dr. James Wiles. So I'm going to open that up and then get it back on camera. And I've got the coins in front of us. Now, a few of these are really, really minor, so they're not attributed by the Cherry Picker's Guide. And in that case, I may take a little longer to identify exactly what we've got on our hands. But this first one, it's a 1951D. I think it's repunched mint mark, and I think that this one is in the Cherry Picker's Guide, but it's in really nice condition. It's like a solid mint state. We'll get it under the glass here, and we should be able to identify, yep, that's pretty clearly repunched right along. And this time my camera went out on me, but you can sort of see a tilted repunching, and it appears nicely in mint state, as the second punching almost has tilted like to, like 11 o'clock or so. But that's going to be a nice start, and I acquired this one not too expensively, so that's a pretty good coin. I'm always excited. I got a few of these ones. I got one in stage A, stage B, C, and D of the double die reverse 1970Ds. So I think that these are going to be a little more clearly seen. Let's see, along the, I want to say it's United States of America. And I think you can see a little bit of notching right there. Let's see if I play with the light, if this will adjust. Let me get it here. And the spread is really nice there in the states. You can see to the left of each of the letters. And I think as I further tilt it, you can see strong shelving in the S, the O, and the F, each to the left of those letters. And I got these coins each for $10 each, so I felt like that was a pretty good price to be paying. Strong bars, in the R and the ICA. One of the really nice double dies out there, in my opinion, and it's pretty cheaply available, or at least I was able to get it for $10. So I think, it'd be tough to sell these for too much less than $10, and they're in nice condition. So I think people always appreciate well-struck coins. This one is in particularly nice shape. I'll have to take a closer look off camera, but I really like that. The torch seems pretty well struck too. So let me show you under the camera again, and then I think we'll stop. I think it's America where it's going to be most visible, but you can really see all to the left of the lettering MERI. This one's very easily seen. I'm not going to focus on the next two because I did order one in each of the stages, but we got a stage C and D as well. Here we've got a repunched mint mark 1969 D quarter, one of the few repunched mint mark Washington clad quarters that are out there. So I think it's a fun one to collect, certainly. And I don't see them come up super often. So let's see. I think you can see the tilted nature of this. And it took a little while to get the metal to finally shine the way I like it to, but you can see the repunching protruding there right out from the middle, kind of at like 9 o'clock on the D mint mark. So for not too much money, I want to say I paid somewhere near like $15 for this. I think it'll be a good one to have in the collection. Then our next coin is going to be a silver one. Maybe it could use being dipped or something because there's a little bit of toning on the front, but it's a double die reverse FS801, and the pickup points are probably going to be right in the E pluribus unum. We'll see if we can see it right here, and I think you can actually see a little bit of the doubling, especially in the sort of the right part of the letter U, but I'll throw it underneath the scope, and we should be able to see it. Yeah, and so you can almost see, especially how the P cuts into the L a little bit along the outside of the U, along the outside of the R, really all through the unum, a little bit of extra thickness on the first U as well. So some really nice points on the variety, and I think this one's a reasonably well recognized one. So for $20, I mean, silver price is like $9. There's not too much of a value premium. So that brings us to the end of the unslabbed stuff. Then I think we have 4 slabbed coins here, and I'm excited. Not all of these are the cherry pickers ones. 4 of them are from Segs. So normally I could not sell a slabbed coin on eBay in a Segs holder because they would often overgrade some coins. That, and they weren't super trustworthy, or grade details coins is straight graded. I've had this problem, but Segs is probably one of the more recognized non-PCGS, NGC, ANAX, ICG holders. In this example, though, this is a double die obverse, and the points are going to be on the date, liberty, and in God we trust. So I honestly am not sure. I just saw this advertised on the site, and I thought it would be a fun purchase given that it was slabbed. That I think gives it a much easier ability to resell, and I think you can see a little bit of notching on the U there. At least I feel like I'm picking it up in the U in trust a little bit. Let's see, not super apparent, possibly a bit there in the little spread in the 7. It could be sort of in that upper left hand portion of it, and then let's see, in the liberty, maybe a slight tilt. I'm not sure if that's doubling or if that's just the coin. Either way, though, it's for a silver coin. Bought it for $22, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Nice to have it attributed and in my collection. Then we have this repunched mint mark dime. So this one from an SMS set. I believe that this one would also be the 501 FS. So I paid like $30 for it. I don't think that these are super common. And I own one of these ungraded, but I thought it would be nice to have one in the graded holder, and there you can see it's almost like a spike coming out of the top. It's pretty clear that this is what we are working with right there. So that one's a nice addition to my collection. There's also this one, 1954. This one, I want to say it's going to be a double die FS101. I paid $40 for it. We'll get it under the mic, but again, nice of Segs. I think there is space. ANAX can do a nice job also with their attributions. And I'm not sure if this one's, you can clearly see it in the bottom of that 4 and through the date. So definitely a good one to be on the lookout for. But I'm not sure if there's any markers like on the lettering in Liberty or in the In God We Trust. I'm not seeing anything super obvious jumping out right here, but that 4 is really notable. So, $40, a pretty challenging to come by variety. I think it's a decent play. Plus, again, all this stuff is going into my collection. And then we've got this one with the double die reverse number 31 for Kaneka, as well as the Wexler guide 020 from ANAX, proof 65. So let's check this one out. There's a lot of sort of early 60s doubling. Often it's pretty apparent. I think we can already see some of the notching in the bottom of the T and in the bottom of a lot of the lettering. Yeah, I sort of like right along there. Let's see where else, but just like a good reminder that there's some pretty good opportunity in a lot of the earlier proof rolls. Possibly, I think right. Let me match it up. I think right like there on the A, as well as a little bit of spread in the bottom of the letter. So that one is a really nice coin as well. I'm excited to have added these bunches of coins. Whether I don't really consider it like investments, but I feel like, on something that's not super liquid, if it's a reasonable price that I feel is like fair for what I'm buying. I like coins that are already slabbed. I'm not going to have to pay to get them slabbed, and the premium isn't too high over a raw coin. So, even if it's segs, I think it's clear that the grades don't matter a huge amount, and that it's authenticated like this is going to be nice. I got some really nice high quality 70D varieties. Love the spread on those. Nice repunched mint mark, double die reverse there, as well as this sort of cool double die reverse on the talons. Bunch of the large S. So we really hit a bunch of different cool types of coins. Some nice mint airs here that'll start my clock set. So, anyways, thanks so much for watching. And to cut out right again, but thanks for watching. I'll be updating you whenever I make some similar purchases, whether it's for my personal collection or if I think, maybe I have an eye for some of these that I might be able to sell for a little bit more. Whatever my sort of rationale is, I'll always try to explain it and show you what's transacting and crossing through my hands. So thanks so much for watching again, and let me know if you would be collecting this in a different way than I am. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also TreasureTownCoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. CoinMeltPrice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then CoinsMetalsCards.com being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.